welcome back to my channel. So today we are in my kitchen again, and I'm going to be making two recipes for you. The first one, and they're both keto friendly. The first one is stuffed peppers, and the second one is eggplant parm. And these are my versions in order to make them keto friendly so that you can eat them guilt-free and still enjoy all of the Italian goodness in a lot of different recipes. If there's any other recipes that you guys have that you love that you would like me to kind of alter it for you to make it keto friendly, just leave me a message in the comments and I'd be happy to do that for you. We're gonna get started. Before we do that, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the link down below, and you can look in like Cooking with Tina in my playlist, and then all of the recipes that I make will come up in there. So like I said, we have two recipes to go, so let's get started cooking. Okay, so for these stuffed peppers, we have 2 pounds of ground beef cooking, and I put a half an onion and 3 cloves of garlic, a little olive oil, and we're just letting it brown. Here's my sauce, which I actually made a couple weeks ago. If you want the recipe for it, just leave a message below and I'm happy to do that for you. And then over here we have 2 red peppers and 2 yellow peppers for our stuffed peppers. We have a grease sheet for the eggplant to crisp, a glass of vino because no meal is complete without one. We have pepper, we have olive oil, we have Parmesan cheese. I didn't have any fresh basil, I forgot. So we have basil, salt, garlic powder, and crushed red pepper. This is sliced mozzarella, so it's already sliced and ready to go. And I also have shredded mozzarella, so I'm going to be using both. We have some ricotta cheese, a bowl for mixing, and our eggplant and some eggs. So what we're going to do first is, while those 2 items are cooking, is we're going to slice our eggplant super thin, put it on a baking sheet with olive oil, salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and we're going to let it crisp at 375 for about 20 minutes. So let's get started on that. Okay guys, so we have a cookie sheet that's greased, and what we're going to do is take all of our slices and arrange them on our cookie sheet. And you could use 2 cookie sheets if you want, but I usually just put them on one because they're going to crisp up really well. And this wasn't a very big eggplant either, it was kind of small. Okay, there you have it. Now on top of this, we're going to drizzle some olive oil. And then we're going to put on a little bit of garlic powder. We're going to put a little salt. And we're going to put a little pepper. And then what I also do, and I didn't have any fresh Parmesan, I just had the can of Parmesan, but we're also going to put some Parmesan cheese on top. And then I take a little bit of olive oil and put a little bit more olive oil back on the top. Okay, now we're going to take our eggplant and we're going to put it in our oven at 375 for about 20 minutes. So I'll see you back when it comes out of the oven. Okay, so before we take that out, we're going to make the filling for our stuffed peppers, because it's going to be like lasagna filled stuffed peppers, and also the filling is going to go on top of the eggplant. So we're going to take our full container of ricotta cheese, and we're going to put all that in. Make sure you get it all out, which it is. And then just kind of mix it up a little bit. And then for one big container, you're going to add 1 egg. And then you're just going to mix it all in. If it's a little thick, you can definitely add another egg if you would like to. I just use 1. Into that, we're going to add some shredded mozzarella, a good handful, maybe a little over. And we're going to add some Parmesan cheese. And we're going to add a little bit of basil. And you could put whatever you would like in your cheese, however you like it. We're going to add a little bit of salt. And we're going to add a little bit of pepper. And then we're going to give it a good stir. Okay guys, so the eggplant is almost done, so I figured I would get started on the lasagna stuffed peppers to start with. So the first thing we do is we have a bowl. I already drained the hamburger meat, and it's cooled off a little bit, so we're going to add this to our bowl. That added over there, and then let me move you guys over a little bit closer. There you go. So to this, we're going to add some of our sauce. So let me bring you over there. So you're going to add some of our sauce to our meat. Not a lot, but just a little bit. I wish you guys could smell this. It smells so good. Maybe like 2.5 ladles. I think that's good. We're gonna come back over here. Give you guys a better shot. There we go. I think that's good. Okay, and then to this, we're gonna add some mozzarella. We're going to add some grated cheese. Add a little bit of salt, a little bit more pepper, and then we're going to mix it up really well. Get a spoon in the dishwasher. So we're just going to kind of mix this up and get it all together. You know, just enough to cover it is plenty. Okay, so that's all nice and mixed up. So now we are going to take our pan and we're gonna add a little bit of sauce on the bottom. So you kind of just want enough sauce just to coat. And I made this sauce, so there's no sugar or anything like that in it, but really with the oregano and with the basil and things like that, parsley, you really don't need it and you don't miss it. So we have that. And we have our meat mixture. Put this over a little bit so you can see better. So make sure you guys can see. Okay. And then these are our peppers. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna take a little bit of the ricotta cheese, very little. And we're gonna put in a layer just to kind of cover the bottom. Then we're gonna do some of our meat. We have their meat in there. I'm gonna put a little bit more cheese. Like that. And a little bit more meat. You really want to pack it in there. There you go. So now it's all nice and packed in there. And we're gonna take, actually what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these all in our pan first. And I'm gonna go do all the other ones and then we'll be right back. About the eggplant. Okay, so those are our stuffed peppers, and it's a layer of ricotta, a layer of hamburger. You could use sausage, pork, any kind of meat that you like, or you could use all vegetables. You could put a layer of like zucchini and squash. And so you just layer it up like as a lasagna. And then what we're gonna do on each one, put this over here, is we are gonna just put a little bit of sauce on top of each one. And then we still have sauce on the side because in case anybody wants extra sauce. I know I always do. Okay. We have this. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a piece of the sliced mozzarella, excuse me, and put it on the top of each one. We're gonna do that. And then we're gonna add also a little bit of our Parmesan cheese as well. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in a 350 oven for about 20 minutes and then we'll check it. Okay guys, so the lasagna stuffed peppers are in the oven and these just came out, and as you can see, they're browned, they're crispy for the most part. So there's no breadcrumbs, there's no frying in oil. You just baked it with the olive oil, the cheese, salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and this is what you end up with. So now let's put our eggplant lasagna together. Okay, so now we're gonna put our eggplant lasagna together. So what we're gonna do is put a little bit of sauce on the bottom of the pan. Okay, just like this. And I'm gonna move my eggplant over here quickly. Need this, don't we? Okay. So now we have all of our beautiful crispy eggplants that we did not fry, so they're keto friendly, over here. So then the first thing we're gonna do, since we have all this meat left over, is we're gonna put a little bit of meat on the bottom. Not much, just a little bit. Just because we have to use this up. And I just wanted a little bit of meat in the lasagna as well. And I'm gonna save the rest of this for my husband in case he wants some extra meat in his peppers. So now we're going to take our eggplant slices and we're going to layer them in the bottom. They're still a little hot. You know what? I need a fork. And there we go. And the key is you have to cut your eggplant very thin. And I know it's kind of like a little bit breakable, but it's the best flavor when it's thin. So now that we have that done, we're going to take a little bit of our mozzarella. We're going to sprinkle that on. And then we're going to take our ricotta cheese. And we're going to do the same. And you're going to have to spread it around a little bit. Okay. And we're going to do 2 layers. So there we go. So up close look, that's how it's looking. Put a little bit of sauce on it. Just like so. And then originally I wasn't going to, but we do have some provolone cheese, so I am going to use a little bit of provolone cheese as well. And the beauty of keto is the cheese, I firmly say. So I'm not going to put a lot, maybe just a little bit. Just a couple slices. This one's not coming apart very easily. There we go. There, here. And then we take a little bit of mozzarella and just put a little bit more on. There. Now we're going to take the rest of our eggplant and put it on top of this. And if you wanted to make a bigger one or make 2 trays for your family, just mozzarella with a little bit more Parmesan. And I don't know if I'm not going to put any more provolone on it. I'm just going to use the rest of the fresh mozzarella. So it melts on the top. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of basil. Sprinkle that on the top. And I like basil a lot, so that's why I kind of use a lot. And put a little bit of pepper. And I'm going to put a tiny bit more sauce. Not a lot, just a little bit. But we, like I said, we have that pan of extra sauce in case you want more sauce. So, this is our eggplant lasagna. No carbs at all, no noodles or anything like that. Just cheese and eggplant and sauce with no sugar and our spices. So we're gonna pop this in a 350 oven for about 25 minutes and then we're gonna check it. And I'm gonna use this time to clean this mess. I don't know if you guys do that. Leave me a message below if you guys clean while things are cooking. I just find it so much more easier and relaxing to know that I have most of the dishes done when I sit down to eat. See you in a few minutes, guys. Okay, guys, so I took everything out of the oven and there's our eggplant lasagna. And it's got mozzarella cheese in there, slices and shredded. It has provolone cheese. It has some meat on the bottom and then sauce and Parmesan. No carbs, so you can eat it guilt-free. And then these are our lasagna stuffed peppers and they look beautiful. So on the bottom we put some of the ricotta cheese mixture, then we put the hamburger mixture, ricotta cheese, hamburger, and then the mozzarella and a little Parmesan. We have some a little bit of leftover sauce and meat. So let's get this plated, and then it's time to eat. So I'm so excited. And I hope you guys try this recipe and let me know if you do. Okay guys, so I have everything plated. So this is mine. Sorry, the bowl got a little chip in it, but this is my eggplant lasagna. And if you let it sit for longer, I only let it sit for about 2 or 3 minutes, it will firm up, so it won't be as like kind of moving around. But doesn't that look beautiful? So yummy. And then this is my husband's stuffed pepper. And what I did was I cut it down the middle, and then I put a little bit more meat and cheese and sauce because he definitely likes the meat in there. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video of keto cooking with Tina. And again, we have the eggplant lasagna and the lasagna stuffed peppers, all keto friendly. And I hope you guys make them. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more future recipes. And please let me know if there's any recipes that you guys like or that you would like me to transfer it into a keto. I would love to be able to help you in your keto journey as well. So I hope you guys have a great day, and Mangia, don't forget to Mangia, very important. Bye guys, I'll see you soon.